Hi everyone! In this 2-minute training, I wanted to do something a little different and a little fun and introduce you to the man behind it all, the artist himself, Darren Gygi. And he's going to take a minute and answer a couple of questions for you.
Hi everyone, I'm Darren. I'm ready.
Okay, so Darren, you're talking to over 60 sales reps around the country. What's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Well, I don't see any of them, so I'm just trying to imagine what they might look like, and I'm trying to remember to look into the camera when I give my answers so that it feels more natural. I think about all the different territories out there. Most of the places, I have not been to any of them, but it is a great chance for me to get out and see some of the country when I visit the reps. We've been to Minnesota recently, Chicago, Northern California, and most recently Seattle, Washington area. So that's been fun to get out of my studio and see some of the world and meet a lot of great people.
Darren, what's the favorite image in the home collection that you've painted?
Lately, my favorite image is the buoy. It's one of the newest ones in our On the Coast set. And even though I'm from Utah, where we don't have a whole lot of water, that image makes me think about the ocean and makes me think about taking a trip to the coast. So that's my favorite one lately.
Darren, what's your least favorite home collection piece?
I don't know, Megan, that's a good question. Which one do I complain about the most? I know I put up a bit of a fuss when I was asked to paint, when Megan said I want you to paint high-heeled shoes and women's purses and hats. But once I got over that initial wave of complaint, then it's fine. I'm okay now.
What's something you would love to paint in the home collection but you don't necessarily think it would sell?
I keep a lot of those close to the vest. I think most of them would sell. I haven't dared mention them to you yet because I wonder if you would sign off on them. I've always been kind of an amateur astronomer, so I'd love to do constellations as part of the home collection, but that's very far out and freaky to a lot of people. So that so far has gotten like a 0 on the acceptance scale, so we won't be doing those until Megan signs off on those.
Okay, and what's something you would like the reps to know about you? What's the most interesting, quirky habit you have?
One quirky habit I have that also has not been very popular, that we keep pretty well hidden, is I sound very much like Neil Diamond when I sing. A few people, just a couple, have really liked that, but so far that's not been a big hit. But when we were in Atlanta in January for the trade show, I did get the chance at the Metro diner or restaurant or whatever we call it down there. I did get a chance to sign up and do some Neil Diamond karaoke for a lot of the good people in Atlanta. A few people were up and dancing, a lot of people were confused. We got ourselves out of there. We were out of there pretty early in the night and it was great. So that's a quirky habit of mine, is I sound like a poor man's Neil Diamond.
Darren, if you were not painting, what would you be doing?
Well, I do a little bit more gardening. I love being outside. I love landscaping. When you're a teenager, your parents have to really prod you to get the lawn done and things like that. Now that I own my own yard, I really enjoy being out there, throwing railroad ties around, rolling rocks around, making the yard beautiful, and growing vegetables in the garden. So in conclusion, I did want to mention one important thing, and that is Megan and I both really appreciate all the work that you sales reps do and retail stores do to help sell our product. We know we couldn't do it without you, and I just want to say thank you from both of us, and we always appreciate it when we get to meet you in person, and we look forward to those moments coming up in the future. Thanks very much, you guys.